an international solidarity association that contributes to the respect of human rights throughout the world by the name Advocat Sans Frontiers on Wednesday in Abuja, launched ceremony of e-rights project aimed at improving the overall state of digital rights in Nigeria. In his opening address, Vice President of the association in France, Ivan Pernev, says Lawyers Without Borders has been working with Nigeria for over 15 years to protect the rights of citizens. PTV reporter Okori Francis completes the report.
Since the then Constitutional Rights Project in 1990 and 1960 Independence Constitution, which lists fundamental human rights in preparation of Nigeria's independence, Nigeria still suffers human rights cases such as accidental discharge, domestic violence, detention without trial, kidnapping, and police brutality, the one NSA stood against in October 2020. These challenges, which pose threat to fundamental human rights, have led to interventions from national and international bodies who have lent their voice and now action to ensure those who are publicly exposed, especially women and children, are protected in digital space.
Lawyers Without Borders is working with Nigeria since now more of 15 years in various projects to protect the rights of the citizens. After 15 years of permanent work in the country, we enter now in a new era for the rule of law. To avoid the danger, to prevent the abuses, we need now to work together on a clear legal frame for the next future. In Avocats Sans Frontières France, Lawyers Without Borders France, we are happy to do that with you, each according to their skills. I underline in particular the role of our natural partner, the Nigerian Bar Association, who support us in our activities.
Nigerians are online, so the market is huge for good and for evil, of course. And I think it is in this context that the e-rights project is strategic because it aims at promoting people's rights in the digital space in Nigeria. We consider digital rights are all about freedom of expression and privacy and an extension of human rights for the internet age. The project will build on capacity of the main actors involved in the promotion and protection of digital rights. It includes a strong focus on advocacy as national and international level. And of course, it goes without saying this is a very fast-moving target. So when general engagement is of the essence.
At the event, strategic conversations surrounded how responding and building digital power can take issues posed on freedom of expression, as well as accountability and policy development around digital ecosystem in Nigeria.
I think having a legislation in this area, which takes everybody's interest into consideration, will also reduce the number of attacks, the number of attempts being made to receive this. We are constantly struggling in the Commission, struggling with the civil society to push back the pressure from Parliament to restrict the civic space. So I think a time has come for us to have this discussion, if possible, have a law so that everybody is protected.
We in the industry of telecommunications are completely interested in what is going on today, and therefore, my message to you is that we continue to boost confidence and trust in our digital economy through faithful deliberations and conversations. All stakeholders, including government, policymakers, academia, and industry professionals must be prepared to safeguard the people's right to information, freedom of expression, privacy of data protection in the context of digital technologies, especially the internet.
Aside the merits of digital space, threat it poses to citizens, it's important to look through the opportunities if we're harnessed.
In the 90s, in those days when we wanted to do a research, we'll go to the library. I remember the library, we're at the roundabout close to Wedral, and we'll spend days in the library going through several books trying to gather your data, and you have to write them down and go home and again transcribe again. Now, most of those things at the click of a Google button, those problems can be taken care of. Again, also, if we wanted to protest, then we have to wait for directive from NLC. And once NLC issues a directive, people will throng the streets. Now, by creating a hashtag online, what you would have done on the streets, you can effectively achieve the same purpose, convene, digital assemblies. All of these show how much the world has changed just between the 90s, 2000 to 2023. There's been a massive shift to the virtual world.
The project essentially aims to provide solutions and enhance digital rights in Nigeria, where citizens are able to interact on digital platforms while ensuring key respect for their human rights. Okore Francis, PTV News.